Happy 80th birthday, Chipper, my lifelong friend. I'm so happy that you're well and enjoying your life and you're with Lisa and Jean and your wonderful Mary Lou and having a good birthday. Hopefully, it's close to the area where we can get up there in June and celebrate with you also. But my friend, I'll tell you what, I have great memories of our friendship. I remember when we first met at Santa Barbara High School swimming team, and you were easily winning the 50 and 100-yard freestyles and having a great time. And I remember when you first came over to our house at La Vuelta and met Mom, and she loved you from day one, and you enjoyed her refrigerator filled with roast beef and turkey and ham and she just loved you and you guys were very very similar. I remember driving up the beautiful hill in Montecito to the Falzone's home with the rose garden and the joy and laughter and happiness that filled that house with your dad and mom. I remember our trips to Laguna in Mexico for surfing in high school, and oh, to be young and reckless. Never those days will never come back, but I'm sure glad we had them. And I remember the football. And that time we got a good hit on Larry Todd, who was a star for the Raiders later on, and Centennial game, and right afterwards he came into the locker room and hit Jack Rogers over the head, and there was a big fight, and Shooty sent them back to Centennial of Compton without taking a shower. I remember the Coliseum and the CIF championship. What a wonderful time at Santa Barbara High School! I'll tell you what, we were blessed to live when we lived and have that experience. I remember us getting together when you were in medical school and I was in law school, and coming up to Santa Barbara and you loving the jazz clubs on State Street and pitchers of beer and jerky. And I remember the greatest memory I have is I phoned you to get together with you at one of those jazz clubs on a Friday night, and you told me you had a beautiful girl in your office, and it was Marlena. And you reintroduced me to her after so many years. We knew each other at 8 and 9, and that changed my life. That was the greatest gift anybody ever gave to me, Chipper. Thank you. And remember all of our wonderful times with Mary Lou and your wonderful family and your great swimming daughters. And I remember the barbecue of Falzone and Maui at Kihei and the wonderful days over there. And I remember all of our get-togethers with your mom and dad, and most recently with Mary Lou and you in Santa Barbara. But we love you guys. We wish you the best, Chipper. God bless you, and hopefully we'll be up to see you in early June.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Hey, Chuck.
Started now. Happy birthday, Chuck.
Happy birthday, Chuck.
We wish we were there to celebrate with you, but I know you're going to have a great day with your family, and we can't express how much your friendship has meant to us, yours and Mary Lou's, and also for me, professionally, how much your friendship has meant. You know, the 3 years we spent studying degenerative joint disease together and reading all those articles, I don't know if it was fun, but it really changed the way I practiced and meant so much to me to have somebody, a colleague, who's a brainiac, a scientist masquerading as a dentist to work with. So can't tell you how much we appreciate you, and we just wish all the best for you. We love you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Bye.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Say to Chuck. Tell him happy birthday, Banks. Speak.
Congratulations, Chuck, on yet another milestone. It's the Abels wishing you a happy birthday from the Bahamas. Wishing we were there to celebrate, but I guess we'll just have to wait for a few more weeks and catch up with you at Longford. I have to say, 80th is an awesome thing to achieve, as well as I think our trip to Logan with you and Frank Heaps was also an achievement. It's one of my best memories at Longford and can't thank you enough for having that time together. Wishing you lots of love. Can't wait to see you guys. Happy birthday and many more. Bye-bye.
Hey, there's a sunset for you, Chuck. It's not yours, though. You're a long way from setting. We'll have more to say about this in a minute. Cheers.
Happy birthday, Chuck. See you soon.
Bing bang, I saw the whole gang dancing on my living room rug. Yeah, flip flop, they were doing the bop.
Happy birthday, Chuck. We're thinking of you and grateful that we know you. Have a great one, honey. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday. Now that you're 80, you've got to be careful. You wouldn't make it in the back canyon anymore. We kind of missed it there. We keep looking, but you're not there. I hope you're doing well. Good luck.
Hi, Chuck. So we've been thinking a lot about you, your 80th year. We first met 32 years ago, and we met when our kids were playing soccer, which was really fun to have, both Lisa and Curtis get to know one another at 5 years old. You introduced our little baby Lindsay to your sweet, sweet colt that you had for years and years. You called us up early in the morning one day and said, come on up and see this baby colt. I think I've given a picture to that effect. We've done ski trips to Mammoth and Park City. We've been to Hawaii, where we body surfed, and you guys sent Jean home on a red eye on New Year's Eve to Princeton. I thought that was brutal. Sorry, Jean. What else do we do? We've been to Costa Rica, where we've zip-lined and gone horseback riding and gone hiking. I've known 4 of your dogs. We've had Shane, Bailey, Rex, and now Murphy, who's crazy, but I love him to the moon. And we've celebrated weddings, we've celebrated grandchildren, and we couldn't be happier to be wishing you a happy birthday right now. Happy 80th, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck, it's been a great 3.5 decades here, and it's been just great to know you. Happy birthday and many more.
We look forward to seeing more of you. Bye.
Hey, Chuck, it's Curtis. I hear you have a big birthday coming up, so your wonderful daughters are putting something together, and I'm just so happy that I got the invite. It's been such a wonderful time these past 37 years that we've been hanging out with you guys, and I just had some really fond memories that I'll have forever, and I wanted to just kind of highlight them and bring them up. The first one that comes to mind is it was probably about 2008, and I didn't have a job, and so we went and we gathered cattle on the ranch, and we saddled up the horses, and we moved up the back canyon, and we went up to the sulfur spring, and we came across the face. We pushed all the cattle along that face down into the canyon, and then moved them over to the Slavic property. And that was a great day. It was just me and you, and I really enjoyed it. The next one that comes to mind is it was a bit before that. I was probably like 12 years old, and we were all into surfing, me and Lisa and Adrian, and basically everybody at swim team was super into surfing. And we went down to Hope Ranch Beach for a picnic, dinner, surf, all the things. And you had this gigantic longboard that must have been 12 feet long. I think it's still up in your rafters, or I hope it's still up in your rafters in Hope Ranch. And we loaded all the stuff on top of it. There was coolers and towels and blankets and umbrellas and chairs, and we just carried it like a big gangplank. And it was like, you didn't really see a lot of people do that stuff with surfboards at the time, but this surfboard was just made of just solid materials, and it was really fun. And then you and I went out and we surfed together, of course, which was a lot of fun. And then the third one, which I hope I don't rile you up, was I was a 17-year-old, and I was driving too fast, and I looked left, and I went, and I rear-ended you and Mary Lou. And up until that point in my life, I'd never seen either one of you mad. And you yelled at me. And I'll remember to this day, I thought it was very interesting at the time because I was obviously in the wrong and I had done some serious damage to your guys' Mercedes. That being said, looking back on it now, it was a really unique point in our relationship because you scolded me as if I was your child. And I feel that just shows how close our relationship is and how much I love you guys and all of those things. So I hope it didn't bring up some sore subject there. But I love you guys. I'm so happy you're having this big birthday, and I wish you all the best.
Happy 80th birthday, Chuck. I value your friendship very high and hope you have many happy returns.
Happy birthday, Chuck. It doesn't hurt too much. Look at me. I've done 80, 81, 82. Still going. Many happy returns.
Happy birthday, Chip. I got a note from your daughter Lisa requesting that I give you a little video here for a Chuck Falzone. I don't know a Chuck Falzone. The only Falzone I know is Chipper, whom I have known for, God, going on 70 years. That would be the same Chipper that was the star swimmer in high school and was also on the CIF winning football team. He also helped me buy my first surfboard, who I remember driving his mother around when you got your new Ford, having her in the back seat beating on my head with a rolled up newspaper because I was going too fast. Oh yes, and taking me over to Jack Shannon's ranch and buying a motor for my hot rod. The best part, I guess, was when you made me an honorary fourth Falzone brother and showed me that I could sign on to the Falzone charge account at the Coral Casino snack bar. I took advantage of that, I'm afraid, for too many years. Anyway, Chip, have a good birthday, and we'll see you soon.